face off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. Talk your face off. To talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off.
I'm here.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Scissors. I needed some scissors. You go like
So
this.
I came up with a new idea. So we're at the. It just hit me. We're at the track. It's dark, like where you stage the nitro cars, right? Like not dark, but like not very well lit.
Mm-hmm.
And I have these long pink LEDs, and you can put feet on these.
Oh,
so I'm
get them
thinking,
underneath it.
Put a couple underneath it.
Yeah.
So when it's sitting there running and smoking, when it's warming up, you get all the pink smoke coming out.
Nice.
That'd be pretty sick.
That'd be pretty sick. That would be pretty sick. Hey, what's going on? I'm going to give a quick shout out to the people in the chat. They were hanging out in here for a minute. Got these old flapping lips who's talking about selling his bass, which I could be interested in. I'm about to sell a bass. But I would want to be getting another bass after I do sell it. I'm wanting to sell it and get half of the bass that it is, and then some other stuff with the money. Busted Nux, Don Rooster, Pete B, lots of numbers. CCXRC, how's it going, dude? Kurt's RCs. Michael Holmes, one of the members in here. RC Jeep guy, what's going on? Jeff from Walter RC Park. Racing Case, another member.
Nice.
Roadside RC. Troy's in the house. He does all the stuff, man. Troy does great videos. If you guys aren't following Troy, go follow Troy. Roadside RC.
Do it.
Very informational, very detailed, very well done, and also drifting, which not everybody gets into.
Yeah.
But he does some really cool drifting stuff. So check him out for sure. Want to make sure I give a shout out. Yeah. More people. Nicholas in here. Man, there's a lot of comments that were still going playing. Darwin B playing catch up here. CSLRC Lorne, RC Granny, Nicholas, Peep Show RC. All right, I think I got everybody.
Peep Show. That's a cool name.
If I were going to go to a peep show, I'd want it to be RCs. So there's that. Like, what RC can I get a peep of right here? Like new RCs, SCX30. Yeah, a little under the hood action on that thing. Pretty sweet. Which they are actually pretty sweet. If you haven't checked out how the SCX30 is built, it's pretty awesome. His name is Brian Pieper.
I haven't seen how it
makes sense.
I haven't seen. Oh, there you go. I haven't seen how they're built, but I texted you the other day. I was like, man, your videos got me jonesing now.
Dude,
I want to get one of those.
Dude, I legit took a break. I sent you that video, right? That was so funny. With the
being 40. Yeah, the millennial.
The Black Parade. And which is the what's the group name? Emo group. I don't know what the name of their name. To join the Black Parade.
The Stripes, right?
Huh?
No.
No,
so that's not the Stripes, is it?
No. It's My Chemical Romance.
My Chemical Romance.
Yep. Anyway, that guy that did that song, see, now everybody's piping in. There's a delay, guys. I got it on my own, just so you know. But yeah, that guy did that song about like and subscribe, and it was so funny about being 40 years old and having to try and do this social media junk, which is what I feel like these days. Like, totally. I don't have the chops to do this anymore, and yet here we are. And
You
So yeah,
got the chops.
I took a break from editing a video on the Helamon, which is actually playing in the background. That was legit editing. I just let it keep playing where I was, and it just played through until there was like
Yeah.
a black gap in it. So if you look at the end of it, there's a black screen in the on the screen, because I basically did an audio sync, and our audio was running the whole time, and then it just the clips would go over that, and so I was having to find clips and the talking points through it over like 2 hours of this footage. It was a long day. Anyway, Kurtz RC, please stick to your day job making videos and keep the singing to the ones who can sing.
I thought at
Little
first I
known-
thought it was you singing too, and I was like,
What?
"That's not Tony." At first, I thought it was you singing too.
Yeah, it wasn't
And
me
I was
singing.
like, "Oh, wait a minute." No.
Yeah, it
no.
wasn't me singing. It was a reel I found, and it was so good that I had to use it. I
pretty
had to
funny.
use it.
It really did catch me though. I seriously did think it was.
It sounded
You
like it when I
singing,
watched it
yeah.
back. I'm like, this. People are gonna think this is me. In fact, people were commenting on it like they thought it was me singing, which was funny.
Yeah.
Yes, he says, "Wow, it
Man.
sounds just like you." It did. It did sound like me. It's kind of a doppelganger vocally wise. Even had that like Midwest sound to him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I have to see. But yeah. So it wasn't me singing. It was a fantastic song though. That's my kind of singing. That little bit off. I prefer that. Like raw, unpolished. Give me Rancid any day of the week, man.
Yeah.
The interrupters with that female vocalist that sounds like she's the guy from Rancid. Where you're like, dude, this is a chick singing this, and you're like, what? But no, I wasn't me singing it. I just found it, and I did one of those where you can just use the audio from it, a remix.
Mhm.
I just had to do it, so I just stopped my editing. I was like, here it is. I'll just set up a course on my desk, and it's exactly what I'm talking about. Like 40 trying to make it with these stinking things. Somebody like and subscribe to this, share it, because this is crap. And it's good times. But dude, those SCX, it was just sitting on my desk charging, and I looked at it. I'm like, I'm gonna make a video with this reel that I just heard, because you can just make stuff with it. That's what's fun, is like, if you want to make content, the SCX30 is so good for it. Doesn't help me out because like linking to it, they're all sold out right now. So except on A-Main, if you guys use my affiliate links in the description and go to A-Main, you can actually order them, and they are in stock at A-Main right now.
The green
all
ones?
of them. Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yep. So Axials is out of their stock, but it's probably because A-Main bought a boatload of them, and they had people pre-order through them, and then they still have some left over. So like A-Main's going to be killing it for all the sales on the SCX30s going into Christmas here. And people locally have them, like our shops locally have them. I would say do that first, and if you can't get it locally, hit up my links in the descriptions of my videos. There's an A-Main link. That'll help me out. Anyway, how you been, man?
Me? Been all right. So, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we're a little late, but I was a little concerned, not going to lie. I was a little concerned about my dog on Thanksgiving.
Oh, no.
But she did great. She did great. I was just worried about having so many people over. And I think, have we talked about her on the live yet? Oh,
No.
Oh, well. So we found out she had Cushing's disease, which is basically some growth either on pituitary or adrenal gland. I'll make it short. So she pees and drinks water all the time. Found that out, and then probably a month later, the doctor was like, or the vet was like, yeah, she's got a brain tumor. And I was like, what? So, and then they're like, spend as much time as you can with her this weekend. Here's a number for an emergency vet. And I was like, whoa. I was like, what's going on? And he's like, yeah, it's pretty. He didn't say grim, but it was kind of like it's pretty grim. So I'm like, okay. And that was a month ago, maybe. And she's still kicking, still doing all right. She kind of walks funny, but we don't. I mean, there's no real way without spending thousands of dollars on an MRI to tell you how big it is. Basically, right. There's and I mean thousands. It was like a $6,000 bill if we went to go see how big her brain tumor was. And she's an old dog, so the vet was like, it's not. The vet straight up was like, it's not worth it. And it's sad because she's a hardcore family dog.
Yeah,
she raised our kids like she's a protector of the kids, all that kind of stuff. So it was a bummer, but that's what I was bummed about, or not bummed, but just nervous about this weekend. But she did great. Like everyone was giving her love. She was the best Thanksgiving that she could have had. So, and she's still mobile. We just have to be careful, like walking down the stairs.
Yeah.
And, like we walk in front of her and stuff and try to catch her. She's fallen a couple times on the stairs. So it's like, and she's not small. She's 60, almost 70-pound dog. So, but other than that, Thanksgiving was awesome. We ended up hosting 2 Thanksgivings. Didn't get a lot of RC. Actually, we did get some RCing in. Let's get right into that. So, major shakedown on Olivia's
shaking it up.
Oh, dude. Well, it was on her.
What does that mean? What is a major shakedown?
Well, okay. So she had a brand new kit. And we had her engine redone, basically. So it was pinched.
Yep.
And so we basically brand new kit, basically a new engine.
Now, how does somebody get it pinched? How do you go about getting it pinched?
Well, you can do it yourself, or you send it to an engine builder, and they have all the tools to pull the bearings. So we sent it to a guy. His name's Joe Rodriguez. I don't remember what the name of his Facebook. He doesn't really have like a Facebook front for what he does, but he's a dad of a racer out here. And what they do is that so we paid to get the bearings replaced, the carb rebuilt, and the sleeve pinch. So what a pinch is that the sleeve gets worn out, so the piston head slops around and doesn't have as much compression. So what they do is they pinch it at the top so that it has more compression going all the way up. So it's basically wound tighter. And so he did that to 2 engines for us. And so now they're running good. We just had to tune them, right? So, and it's hard to tune when it's 50 degrees out or 40 degrees out and super dense air. So we're like fighting in the tune a little bit, but we got it and it seems to be running great. But we had a big shakedown on the car, like one thing after the other, and things that you don't know until you put it on the track. So like her brakes weren't adjusted well. They were pretty much making contact on the pads on the front and back. So it was like having drag brake. When you let off the throttle, it would be like, would automatically dip. So we ended up, we basically just ended up loosening that while we were there. Then she got out on the track and her steering rack came loose. Just little, things that you're like, oh, okay, we got to tighten that more, put Loctite on it. So did that. And then she ran really well. She was on the comm. She was like, this is awesome. Like, like this is really good. We finally got to a point. And then she blew up a bearing in the diff in the front. So we're like, well, better. It was like a small micro race. It's called the Black Friday race. So it was just like, essentially it was a test and tune, one qual, one main. And we weren't at all prepared. So we finished putting it together, like getting it kind of dialed in. And she really wanted to go racing. So I was like, all right, let's go. So we just took our nitro bag, took our fuel, our headsets, some tools, and threw it in the truck and went. So we didn't we weren't like pitting really or anything like that. Yeah. Bus Nux said, nitro is so fun when it's dialed. Oh, dude, she was pumped. Like as soon as we started getting that thing dialed in, she was, because it'd be the kind of thing where she'd do a couple of laps. I'm like, bring it in. Because she's like, she's telling me, she's like, oh, it's a dog. Like, you know, all of a sudden she goes, started good. She goes, now it's being a dog. And I'm like, okay. So you bring it in, do a little adjusting, throw her back out, that kind of thing. And then she goes, oh, you know, I did one adjustment. She's like, it is so much better. And so she just starts ripping laps, and she comes back, and then I make it even a little more spicy. And she's like, yeah, let's go. And so it was good. But yep, on to the next one. Hopefully we have a race this weekend. We'll see. We're supposed to get like I said before, the track is fine, but we're supposed to get a lot of rain again. And there's a country road that goes out to the track that gets flooded. So we'll see. Whoa. Is running 14 packs through my LMT minis a day too much?
No.
That's a lot of packs.
That is a lot of packs, though. That's awesome.
That's good.
You're going to wear some stuff out, but that's good. You can replace it all. I just realized that everything for us is mirrored. So all the time that I've been so focused on trying to look at the comments over here so it looks like I'm looking at you, on YouTube, I'm actually looking away from you. I just pulled up YouTube to verify that things were working. And I just realized that everything's backwards.
Oh,
that's
no.
weird. Yeah. All right. Well, good to know. So she's got it going well, except for the bearing you got to replace now.
Yeah, she already did.
And that's an easy fix. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an easy fix. But so now it's just a matter of getting some laps in it. And I didn't take my truggy out. I should have, but I didn't. I spent most of the morning on Saturday sanding down tires. And so
yeah, I saw that because of the indoor surface is different at the hangar.
Yep. I don't know if you can hear these. So we were washing tires and sanding them. And I guess they're not as good right now because it's 40 degrees in the trailer, but you can almost hear it. Can you hear that?
No.
Probably not.
I could hear it before, then when you got closer, it got weird. Right there. When you go over there, you don't hear it as much. Bring it more to the front. Yeah. So what is it, just gripping?
Yeah, there's like stuck to each other.
Yeah.
So I sanded them down, and then we used Sticky Kicks sauce on them to prep them and washed them and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, they're pretty sticky now. Pretty awesome. You can pick up all 4 at once. So, but yeah, we'll see how it goes this weekend. I'm sure even if we don't race, we'll probably get out there and practice at some point.
I just realized that you put the stream together because I never finished. I was having ChatGPT make a Christmas version of our logo.
Oh,
yeah, I'll actually show it to you because I just pulled it up. I'm like, I went on and the name wasn't what I did, which was like something about being stuff from Thanksgiving. So I was going to reference it like, oh, well, we kind of hit it.
Yeah.
We should talk about whether people are stuffed or not. I'm like, oh, I never finished. And I looked and like, you built this out and I didn't have any of the name or anything I was building out. It's just hilarious. Which means that my other computer, it's still set up to do it. Yeah, because I had it doing, I'm like, have it take our logo and make it Christmassy and jack up our logos actually while you're at it.
That's funny.
Why can't it just keep the picture but make it Christmassy and be the exact same as it was? I don't get it. Why?
I thought about doing that today too.
Why is it?
I thought about doing that.
Do that. Poop in your mouth, you poop.
So we got like 3 weeks, right? So I'll do it for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
All right. So KLN is here. I just know we're in the Christmas spirit. You got the red going on over there. I should have done red on mine, but how do you like the new lights? I changed my angle. Like, so here's the thing people don't realize about video. It's all about how you look at things. This is how you'd want to do it. Everybody just want to be straight on from their camera, block stuff, whatever. If you just offset things just enough, it just changes everything.
Yes.
Right?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Hey, so speaking of Christmas, came a little early today.
What's all that?
I haven't actually looked at it yet. I just opened the box when I was running up at the beginning. Is because I needed to go get scissors to open this box. Oh, parts fell. Things just fell. I was wondering where those parts were. Okay. Can you guess? Oh, it's heavy, whatever that was.
Can't guess.
You know what this is?
Oh, I know what that is.
Yeah,
KLN
baby.
should know what that is.
That's why I was doing it right now. KLN.
That's sick.
And I'm guessing these are the mounts for the quad axles.
Sick.
And these are heavy. So I'm going to guess they are leaf springs
Oh,
for the quad. Quad with leaf springs, baby. Here's the shock hoops. So these shock hoops will
sick.
mount where you want them based on your wheelbase.
So are those metal or are they like carbon fiber or something?
No, they're metal, and the chassis is metal.
Nice.
And then battery trays down here, down low. It's on the very bottom. So you strap your battery in down here. It's got like
That looks sick, dude.
the spots for your Velcro to go in right there.
That is sick.
How hot is that?
Now you just have to spend
And
some time on
these,
building.
check that out. These are probably body. Yeah, these are going to be so you can do body mounting on it. These were just tucked in like this for shipping. We'll put another screw in there, mount those upright like that. It's nice and long. Oh my gosh.
It's pretty sick, dude.
That's pretty rad. Front view. That's awesome. Diaz Designs.
Are you gonna race that?
Well, I want to have it become a Rolling Thunder.
Yeah.
That is my goal.
Would you race the Rolling Thunder?
Yes. So I'm in talks with Isaac about maybe printing me a flexible 3D print that I can race.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be mounts. I don't know how durable it's going to be, being 3D printed brackets and all that for the
I talked to him briefly online about doing a misfire one for me. But I kind of went through the same thing about not sure how durable, like especially for the LMT, because he said the one that he had out there was an LMT based one. And I'm like, bro, I'm not that good of a driver. Like, I don't think I could, or my daughter could keep that thing in one piece.
Oh, so, if it was a hard body?
Well, that flexible stuff.
Oh, the flexible ones hold together.
Yeah.
The filaments, yeah.
Even on an LMT?
Yeah, that's what they're running them all on at the thing in Utah we go to. Monster Jam. And where they do break apart is only where they glued it and they just re-glue it and put it back together. It's not like end of the world destruction. It's just like real monster trucks. There's a seam and they just put it back together right there. And even that didn't happen to most people. And they were tearing them up, man. JJ Eaton says the TPU is very strong and flexible. I think they make them too, make bodies and do wraps and stuff. JJ Eaton.
Uh-oh.
Did I break up?
No, I think we're good. I think we both kind of broke up for a second. I think we're good.
Okay. That's the fancy. Yes, this is the fancy chassis by Diaz. So it was on. He had him on Sam and was asking if anybody was interested in leaf sprung Most of the leaf sprung have been solid, or have been like regular transmission with drive shafts. But this one is a leaf sprung, but it's using the clod axles. I just prefer for retro. Just something about like keeping it clods I like. But I say that, and I have one of the Freestyle RCs, so
I'm with you. Okay. Pink. It's pink underlighting. I can't see it.
Oh, you got it already? That
Nice.
looks really good. Here, hold on, let me highlight you.
I haven't stuck it on yet because I was kind of waiting to see what happened, but yeah.
It seems like you only need one in the middle, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's gonna be good because it'll be sitting on the table about that. You probably can't see about that high. So
what if you had them at the edges, one on each edge? Oh, in the dark.
Yeah. Here, hold on. Let's see.
Not all the way to the edge. You don't want to see the light, but it might creep out on the sides more. It's almost too bright off the table. Yeah,
I don't think so. It looks blown out because of the exposure, but I think it looks good here.
Okay. Do one on each side. That'd be sick.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's where you're gonna do it. I wanted to wire it though into my switch, but I don't think I can. Because it's I guess I could. Because it's positive, like the switch. Yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah, just run up the red and black. That's what I got to do with I want to do. Somebody's asking about the snow patrol vehicle. I want to go brushless with it, with the quick run mini 16s that they've got.
Yeah.
Those they're the 2-in-1 ESC brushless motors by Hobby Wing. They have them at 3000 kV in the mini size. I want to get 2 of those and put them in the what's it called? The Trail King by Kyosho. But I don't know that it gives that much of a speed bump, so it kind of sucks to do it. But I'd be able to run it on 3S and I'd get some speed from that, but it seems expensive. We're talking like 140, 150 to buy 2 of those motors to install. If it's not that big of a bump, it's like, is it worth it? Like, I only use it for winter. That's all I use it for, is in the snow. And it is slow. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I make it look cool in slow motion with the snow flying off it. But it's like, to get air like that, you have to find things for it to almost fall off of. It's not jumping anything. It's just like straight up and then dropping. So
kicking it from behind.
Yeah. Kaylin, RC cars, what's with the numbers at the end? So at one point, YouTube asked us to create channel names that would be the @. And if you didn't, they probably just gave you a name. But you should be able to go in through YouTube and change what is your handle through the back end to do it. The Creator Studio. Or
It has a 4065 on it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so you should be able to or choose the numbers you want. But I don't think there's probably a whole lot of KLN RC cars, so you could probably have it remove that. So I think mine is just CCXRC.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we both did it when they.
And I chose even what I wanted, uppercase, lowercase. So you can go in and do it. Yeah, so I also got the Clod. It's sitting over here. The Super Clod came in the mail yesterday with the same day as the Diaz Designs. So it was a pretty sweet day.
So who got theirs from Hobby Zone? That's
I know Brian Taft told
Tony that. Did he?
Yep.
That's pretty rad.
I still need to go see Dave about the other one. But then I had other guys contacting me locally, being like, hey, I've got a black edition or a gray edition one already built. I'll trade you something for it. And I'm like, I'm still game for more. Like, I've got several builds I want to do. So I mean, I've got a barefoot body I want to do that's up there. I've got an original grandma, or no, not a gravedigger, like the mud truck version.
Oh yeah.
The old truck that's sitting in the front. The primer red
Was that
one.
old number 40 or whatever it's called? Is that called something like that?
It's primer. What do they call it? Gravedigger 1. Encore red. So that was the first. Well, whatever it was called. It was Gravedigger 1.
Oh, I see.
The 1951 Ford pickup. So
what I could do, I see what this switch does. It's momentary to pushing it down. So I could have one that's on standard all the time. And then when I push it down to start, the other one could kick on. See what I'm saying? Because I thought I could just wire it in the switch.
Yeah.
But the switch is actually part of the momentary thing.
Yeah, So yeah, JJ, that'd be cool. A primer mini. Yeah, I've got quite a few retros that I want to do. I'd love to do a Thunder Chicken. Man, I was watching some early racing today while I was working. What races were those? Dude, there were so many crashes. It was in Kalamazoo, Michigan. No, Texas. Which one was it? There was Texas Stadium. They were racing 3 lanes side by side. And Wild Hair ran into oh gosh, who did he run into? Anyway, it was stinking nuts. It was super fun. Now I'm like, I want to do 3-lane racing side by side.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do the bracket.
Those vintage races were so sick because they were so cowboy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And to save the trucks, they had to throttle into it in these tiny stadiums going toward the walls and crashing into stuff.
I know.
So one of them was Texas Stadium because they ran into the clock that they use for counting down how many seconds are left for the teams to get their plays all together. Yeah, anyway. I'm trying to think of which one was the 3 side by side though. I could swear it was the Kalamazoo one. I don't know that they had a big enough place to do that. I'm trying to find my history. I'll be honest. I'm trying to look at my history.
You don't want to share that.
So Texas was the 3 side by side.
Oh, Texas Motor Speedway.
Texas Stadium. Oh, Clydesdale. That's who he hit. Wild Hair ran into Clydesdale. Clydesdale won the qualifying, fastest one, and Wild Hair just at the end hit him, rolled him over. You don't want to roll over those old trucks, though. It wasn't like today rolling them over where you're just shedding the body, you know. But he was lucky enough; it was in good enough condition. Then right after that, USA 1 crashed into what I said was the timing system for the stadium. People were running away in the stands. Looked like he was going in the stands. That was when Steve Wilkie was driving. It was just a not so race, the whole thing. Yeah. Anyway, that's a good one. 1990 TNT Monster Truck Challenge, Dallas, Texas, Day 2. You guys want to check that out if you want to see some good. Here, I've got the link here. I'm not going to show up because I don't want to get. I don't want to get any type of ramification with whatever the TV show place is. Yeah, rolled him right into the tunnel. Yes, you know what you're talking about, Slater's RC. Right? That was a good one.
It's pretty sick.
So, anyway, yeah, I've got so many that I'd like to do. Wild Hair is not one of them. But I'd like to do a Nightlife one. He was fast. Like, he was slow at the start, and they always finished strong.
Yeah.
But more I feel like is because all the trucks would hit so hard and they'd just get out of control and bounce. And while they were bouncing, he was on the ground just accelerating into the next pile, which was just usually at the end of the cars was the finish line. And so he was just hitting that wide open and just passing people along the way. It was awesome. So anyway, I put a few links in there for people. Black Friday.
Yes. I actually ended up not getting a lot. I was kind of surprised. I was like,
There were some good tool sales, and that was the only thing that tempted me.
Honestly,
your Cloudbuster find was the best deal I found for the whole thing of something I wanted.
Well, I think there was one other good deal that was hard to turn down. Was the Supermoto?
Oh yeah, for $400
for $299.
$299, $300. Yeah,
it was yeah. I was like, I don't really want one of these, but it's kind of cool. Like, it's like, I don't know. That one was cool. And then, what was it? TZO. I bought some tires on TZO. And what else was there? But there really wasn't anything that like got me super crazy. You know what I mean? There was a couple of things where I was like, I shouldn't. I almost bought a Claude, and then I didn't. Ooh, nice.
I pointed that one out during our little before Black Friday thing. That sale was insane. It was like $80.
Yeah.
For the 2-in-1 system. Great deal.
I should have bought. That's what I should have bought. I should have bought one of those. I need one. We'll segue into that, why I need one in a little bit. But yeah. Speaking of things on sale that I was tempted for that I didn't, was all those associated repops. They were
lots
on
of
a
sales
sale.
On the vintage. Lots of vintage sales.
They were cheaper than what I can get them on the website. Like,
did you see that semi one, the 6x? I
didn't see
semi.
I didn't see how much that was.
Like 2 something.
I didn't see how much it was. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I want the Nitro or the RC10 GT, the Nitro truck, was $250, and I was like, ooh. And then they came out with a 4-wheel drive truck, which is like would be really awesome. It's one of those things where it's like there's no class for it, and I don't think there ever would be a class for it, like a full class at our track. But man, it looked like it'd be a lot of fun. I was like, eh. But so there was that, and then but Associated came out or is teasing something for tomorrow. And
I haven't seen it. Is it on Instagram?
Yeah.
Is it Associated or Element?
Or Element. It's under Element. They get lots more love on the Instagram side versus the Facebook side.
Okay.
Facebook is not happy with it, last I looked.
The journey is the
so
reward.
Here's what I'm hoping. Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
Here's what I'm hoping it is not.
Don't tell me what to do.
It looks like a Jeep. And I hope it's not one of those Jeeps that I forgot what they're called, but they're like the short Jeep truck. I hope it's not one of those because it would look just like the Bushido, which to me had weird proportions, the little Suzuki Samurai one. So I'm hoping it's not, what is it called? Not a Brute. I don't know what it's called. What are the comments saying on it?
Racing. Yes. This one says, Old axial Jeep body. That's funny. It could be, dude. It could be the one that they just did as the Element or the associated one. It could be that, but not in gold.
What do you mean? No,
Like a
because
YJ.
that was a Cherokee. That was a
You don't
Cherokee.
think?
No, that looks definitely like a
Nah, the
LJ
hood on it doesn't look. Yeah, the hood looks like it'd be a regular Jeep.
Yeah.
But it could be the Casey Curry one.
That's the other thing I was hoping. So I was thinking,
The
it'd be
original
really
SCX-10
cool
Jeep.
if it had that, or if it had a Jeep truck, but the back was the gatekeeper suspension and it had a little cage on it. I was like, that'd be cool. Because they haven't used the gatekeeper suspension in a while.
So they haven't posted in 6 weeks. This Zool post was the comments are 6 weeks old. That's the last
How old
post.
was what's the one before that?
8 weeks. That's too long for companies to be not posting. Even if it's just somebody driving it and it's not a perfect product photo like these, you need to at least be posting content. If you want to stay relevant and alive.
I should post more. I have a bunch of video of them. I should post more and see if they do the collaborating with me. Because I have video of that one. Yeah. And I have video of the Ecto Portal. Is that yours? Is that a plane? Oh, it's a plane.
No, but it's got those float. It's a float plane and it's just skimming it across the top. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So what you're saying?
No, I'm hoping it's something different. The striping on it to me says RC10 striping.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But that's a JK door handle. So I doubt the Gladiator, since that's built on the JL Jeep.
Yeah.
But to get around copyright, they could do that. I think it's going to be a JL
generic
style.
Do you think they'll have licensing?
Like that. No. They don't license anything.
Yeah.
I guess not body wise anyway. They don't.
Yeah.
I think they might have licensed the Ford for the drift car. I don't know. What about our Larlo? Huh?
VP got them. Vanquish got their money, I think. There were some good sales on Vanquish, actually.
Yeah.
For Larlo, I didn't see anything with that.
No, it's just that their liveries are so close to copyright infringement, but they don't seem to be getting in trouble, which is dicey. So getting back to buying a kit or getting components for a crawler. If we don't race this weekend, I posted some up about it on Instagram. Olivia's going to learn how to weld. And I got a pretty cool welding project lined up. And I think what we're going to do, so I sold my welder and a plasma torch. They're both like industrial grade. I don't need them that big for my house. So I sold those and I bought a Yes welder, MIG welder, but it's the MIG that has the plasma torch and the TIG, and it's like an all-in-one. So for the cost that I sold my nice Miller welder, I got basically 4 or 5 machines and still pocketed a good amount of change. because I bought them on I bought it on Black Friday. So that was my big Black Friday sale. It was a MCT 250 or whatever from Yes Welder. It's pretty cool. So what we'll probably end up doing is we'll probably end up unboxing that together, and I'll teach her about the welder as we're setting up the welder, and then she'll start welding. So,
nice. And she'll be better than me.
And then she's gonna weld a cage for a crawler after she learn some welding. The TIG option of the ARC Captain. Yeah, see, I have a really fancy CK Worldwide welder for TIG. So I was like, that's my Cadillac welder. So I will pack things together that I need to with this MIG, and then when I need to be fancy, TIG weld it with that welder. This MIG comes with a TIG also, but it's only a DC TIG. And I don't think it has a foot pedal. I think it has thumb control. My other one has foot pedal, all that stuff. So it's pretty sweet. But I looked at the ARC Captain. A little more. So here's the other thing. I've got tons. I've got 25 years of welding experience. So to me, I can make a cheap welder weld pretty okay. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to be welding like super thick stuff with that cheap welder, but I'm going to weld like, probably top out at 1/4 inch, which that welder will do all day long. So I'm like, I can just do it with that. Would I like to get another fancy Miller one day? Probably, but it's super not necessary. Radioactive Scaler says, Tony is ready for bed, working hard. Been posting a lot of stuff.
A little bit of yawns. I'm good. I was just looking at the Trucks of Fortune stuff they were talking about. I never know where to find that or see that get posted. I'm on the internets all day and I still miss stuff. Like I was saying, how I couldn't figure out just getting old. The internet is my VCR. And as you get older, it gets harder to figure it out. But yeah, I never see any of that drop. I saw their notice about the mistake in posting about it early.
I didn't know if that was a joke or not.
I think it did post too early, but I didn't know when it was supposed to post. But it's dropped now, and it's 6 something for it. I don't know. I'm just so particular about what I want that I don't want just random for $700. I don't just want random stuff that could be colors I hate or a truck I don't want or already have or stuff like that. Although it was good for me and recently because I ended up with the H10 optic because somebody got one they already had. So Axial 32 in case, in fact. But yeah. It has been busy though. I'll tell you what, we've been cranking. I don't
know if it's you or me again, but it seems like you're dropping frames.
Something's fuzzy. You're fuzzy on my end.
You're not fuzzy on mine, but you just keep on freezing out. Who's freezing? Let us know in the chat.
I'm doing a speedy test. It's you, Pablo. Okay.
What?
Yeah, I got crazy speeds. I mean, for us, 270 download, 280 now. That's pretty good.
Do you see that on StreamYard or is that on another window?
No.
Who's that again? It's Pablo.
I'm just waiting for my camera to go dead again. I forgot to switch the batteries. Pablo has gone potato. Tony is perfect. Oh, well, thank you, JJ. Almost perfect. Yes. Well, hey man, I've got the studio stuff. My son came up and helped me. We've got an Arma sign up there now. We have the Spectre one there. Once I changed the angle for all my filming, I had all that upper space that was now showing, and we wanted to fill stuff in. And these signs are so cool that they have. After getting the axial one, I was like, I need more.
Yeah.
And so we got a couple more. Next, I think the other two I'd want would be the Proline one and Losi. I'm not sure where I'd put them right now, though. They're not cheap, though. But for like a man cave studio space like this and being a write-off.
I'm back. I just switched over. I switched networks. Hopefully it works better now.
Yep, it just cleared up. Cleared up.
Nice.
So yeah. Anyway, we've been busy with that. As we were seeing the reels, I've been leaning into those for quick things right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm busy working on other big projects that are either for like upcoming releases or not upcoming, like the videos I'm working on for Axial still from Proline by the Fire. So I've been just throwing in a few of them because I can just go get a reel and just throw it up in like 30 minutes instead of spending a whole day working on a video. But got more to get to. What did you say?
I said just sprinkling it in.
Just sprinkling them, but I've been having fun with them, just being creative. The easy one to grab, though, is that little one, the SCX30. I don't have to have jumps. I can just go and find anything and drive them on them. So people are going to get tired of it, but it's what I got that's easy right now.
I don't think people are getting tired of it. I think it looks good.
Yeah, okay, well, good. We've been having fun just getting creative, like the snow one, walking through the snow and kind of show how little it is too. Like, oh, that's so cool with it going through the big snowbanks. And then you're like, oh no, it's just a guy walked through his yard and then drove a truck through it. That's how ridiculous it is.
I was a little bummed I didn't see gravy splattering all over the place.
I asked to do it and I got a no-go.
Really?
But then they were like, well, it's okay to do it in public at Chick-fil-A over their waffle fries. I'm like, why couldn't I have just driven through mashed potatoes and gravy at Thanksgiving then around family? Whatever.
What would have been cool is if it had a little recovery strap on the back of it, put onto another 24 or a 30, and then send it through and dug it down and then towed it back out. That would have been a cool video. Christmas dinner, you still have a shot.
Yeah.
You still have a shot.
I was thinking, so we're saying take the Red Cat 32 to McDonald's and run it through their fries. I guess because they're saying it's like less than Chick-fil-A. So
it's hard to beat Chick-fil-A, man.
Yep. It really is.
The other night. They have the peppermint milkshakes now too. It's that time of year. That time of year.
These old flapping lips has an origin. I was just looking at the origin when I was on looking for the Trucks of Fortune stuff. And they're awesome looking. The axles on them are insane.
Yeah.
They're nice. So I did buy an RC today.
Today?
Yeah. I edited together that jet airboat video.
Oh, right.
And it was so cool. What people don't know is I destroyed the airboat after about 15 minutes of snow running.
Why?
My fault.
How'd you destroy it?
The whole back end of it's 3D printed. It's cold out. I hit some pretty good bumps with it. and I saw the back of the cage kind of bouncing a little. So where it mounts into the boat is a flat piece of 3D print, and then the cage is then glued into that. It's also 3D printed, but then it was glued in there. And I saw it, and I'm like, oh, it popped the glue. I'll deal with it later. I'm just gonna keep running it. Well, I went off of the snowbank onto the cement, which is a little bit of a drop.
Oh
It didn't
no!
crash, but just the bounce of it shifted it enough that it caught the propeller, blew the whole back end up.
Like splintered it?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Now there's parts of it that are metal that the fan is mounted on, but all the parts that hold the flaps,
Gone.
gone.
Can you order just that part and put it back together?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. I'm looking for it. I reached out. I'm like, hey, I need to buy a whole new back end for this. I was just gonna show the picture of it. I mean, I got footage, and I'm still gonna post more because I only posted a teaser of it. But yeah, I
That's
jacked
so
it up.
JJ Eaton. I'm glad to see another racer in here. Ooh.
There's not much left of the cage.
So JJ Eaton's asking, did anyone see the Will Speed RC10B7 conversion kit?
And with the
It
shocks
is,
out the sides.
yeah. Have you seen that? You should look it up because it's bananas. It is, I don't understand. Aside from getting the center of gravity down, I don't understand the why.
Wait, there's all the
Aesthetically,
aftermarket stuff that they did for it.
well, Will Speed is a different company, yeah. And
Yeah.
so they did like lay down shocks and they pitched towards the inboard on the chassis, and it looks like a grasshopper. It's
I
bizarre.
did see this. I'm not seeing the pictures of it here. Oh yeah, here. Here. They cantilevered it. And then the
Kind
shocks
of.
mount to the side of the chassis.
Yeah.
But there's arms that are mounted on the actual rear trailing arms that go up to a cantilever that then go to a shock.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I don't know what the benefits are, really. Aside from, like I said, keeping the center of gravity down.
Well, you also lay your shocks down more, right? So it's got to change the way that they react. Let me see if I can pull this up here.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It just seems a little much. Like,
all right.
Unless there's like massively proven differences. Yeah. It looks like it's on a torsion bar.
Yeah, right here. That's going up, but that's going to be the pivot. So this is going to push up, is going to pivot on that point. But you can change the way that it reacts based on where the pivot is. So I'm curious if that, because look at how much gapping there are on those springs. So do they change the springs too? Do they sell you shocks with it?
They must. No, those are AA shocks. They have red caps and red rings on them. The springs are. I don't know if the springs are AA.
Yeah, it reminds me of the ZEI. That'd be the cantilever style, like Bigfoot 8.
Mm-hmm. it just doesn't. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? As I've noticed in watching the SCX30 mods pages, people just do stuff because they can. And they make it seem like it's going to be great or whatever. And it doesn't mean that it is.
Mhm.
So who knows? Somebody may swear by it and it may offer a little benefit, but it may not offer much. There's so many. One of my buddies from church got into crawling. I gave him one of my FMS LC80s, the FCX 18s.
Mhm.
It's a great one of my favorite RTR 18 scale. Very little mods, free mods, and it's amazing. But then he bought some SCX 24s, and he's been following stuff online, and he showed me a picture.
You put 2.2s on it?
No,
I'm just kidding.
a picture from a group because I told him about rubber banding the shocks. You know, because he has some really long ones on, and they're straight up. So when he drops, it really drops out when it unloads. Like just rubber band them so they won't unload when you're going down a hill like that. Well, he sent a picture of how somebody rubber banded. He's like, "Well, is this way easier? It seems like it'd be less work to have to deal with." So I was saying to run rubber bands around just where they screw in, just flip it over the whole one. Shocks going like this. Take your rubber band, put it over the top and bottom, and it'll hold. Somebody had wrapped it around the whole chassis and down around the links, so that the links are like this, right? Going to the back axle, which is here.
Yeah.
The rubber band just strapped around it and then up to the chassis. And so I'm like, that's just going to hang on everything you drive over. Like it's going to catch
Right.
on every rock. Like, really, people are this crazy that they
Creative.
are showing this as an idea in a mod. Yeah, and just the questions that we get on some of the stuff, I'm like, oh my goodness.
So
Like,
are
I
people
say I'm
already
not a
going?
car guy, but I'm like, I understand just how things work in life enough
Right.
that I would never do that. But yeah,
Are people already going crazy with the 30s?
yep.
Really?
They haven't even got them yet, but they've got all of the mofo upgrades for it. Brass chassis, all the upgrades. The chassis, fine. I mean, honestly, like it's just taking the same thing but making it more pieces. Like the SCX 31 is one piece molded. You don't have to
Yeah.
worry about screws on the side of it holding it all together. Few more shock mounting points, but there's already quite a few. And actually, until we get other shocks, like a lot of the upgrades are dumb. Like people are putting the big Proline tires on already, and they look stupid on them. They look stupid. I'm gonna say it. Some of you guys may be doing it in the chat. It looks stupid. Like it yeah. You just took it back to, like, we all said how great it looks out of the box because of how scale it looks. And then you put these massive tires on it that are basically, again, rubbing everything right out of the box. Or it's not out of the box because you added it. But that's what the SCX24 did out of the box. Way too big a tire for it. Well, these Proline ones are big around, but they're also super wide. And
Right.
they just look like balloons. Somebody put balloon tires under their Jeep. Just looks ridiculous. But whatever. People can do whatever they want and they have their own style. And it's not like anything you'd see in real life. So it's good to support Mofo. I'm not against that at all. And I'm not even saying his parts are bad. But like he's selling like the monster truck chassis ones, the lift ones. That one actually you probably could because he actually drops it in a way that your shocks now will actually lift the truck without needing the shocks to lift it. And then you could probably put those big tires on it. The thing I want is got a van body coming.
Yeah.
That is the upgrade I want, is a van body for it. But I mean, the companies are, in one way, they're really lucky in that they just have to build stuff and people are going to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to make sense. Njora made high clearance links. Here, let me pull this up.
Do it. I gotta turn off
RC
my
Joe,
heater.
I think I talked to you about this after a live stream, actually. RC Steve, sorry, not RC Joe.
Ooh, it's like 1,000,000 degrees in here.
Where is his post? I swear it was RC Steve. I could be wrong.
Feels like it went up 1,000,000 degrees, but it's only 68 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm cooking.
Once I find it, I will post it for you.
Did I tell you I got a new charger on the way?
No.
So you know how I've been posting from the Christmas den, basically, Santa's workshop. Toolkit RC, which I already have one of their chargers and a power supply, was like, you guys need our Christmas edition.
Oh, you showed me that. That is sweet.
Yeah, they're like, you need the Christmas edition charger. And I was like, yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
So I don't know when it'll get. Hopefully it'll get here before Christmas. That'd be nice. But they are sending out a Christmas themed charger for us to play with.
Nice.
So that's pretty sick. I should have been cutting a body while we were talking. I'm going to do it now.
It may have been 3Flow9. Somebody did it.
Man, I don't know about you, but I've been tired.
I've also been tired.
I don't know if it's like the weather or what. Been getting decent sleep, but man.
Really?
Yeah, but I've just been tired still.
Let's see it. Yeah, here it is. 3Flow9. It was 3Flow9. I have a little bit of a memory. And I talked to you about this after, and I said, why did they build this? And he said, well, maybe their upper links they changed in order to change the pitch, and it didn't.
Oh.
So here is what the drive shaft with the stock links looks like on the Red Cat Ascent 32. That is your clearance. So what Njora did is they made high clearance links that took the links even further down and away and left your drive shaft still just dangling down there and not giving you any more clearance because the links didn't change the problem that was right here. Now look at what 3Flow9 did, and they created this link riser in order to change the angle of it and flatten it out and lift it and get rid of that one crazy angle on the drive shaft and make it a much more flat approach. But again, these companies will just make stuff, and because it says high clearance, people will just buy it. They will buy it and they will put it on, and they will not even understand that they did not get any more clearance. But they will talk about the clearance that they have because they have these high clearance links on. So, I mean, I wish I just had tools and to design and make parts. I could sell a ton, but I don't want to. Like, I even said to people, I'm like, I'm not going to put these parts on. Like, why people shouldn't buy these, and they're flat links, so they're gonna grip. They're metal and
Well,
they're flat, so they're gonna grip more than the plastic links do. And on such a small car, you're not flexing these plastic links anyway.
well, and that's what I was going to say about the way that suspension geometry works. When you put a link riser on the back, it creates anti-squat, but it looked like the rotation of the pumpkin is not in the right rotation.
Stock, right?
Either way, even with the leak riser up on it, the pinion angle doesn't look right.
Going back to it here for you.
Either
This is
one.
still better. This is better.
Yeah, for sure it's better. But you're going to create anti-squat with it.
Yeah.
Which means it's going to unload different. Like on a
Yeah.
small light car like that, it'll unload.
Right. So you just have to change some stuff. But I'm guessing it wasn't loading and unloading right anyway,
Sure.
based on the way it was set up. Because look
Well,
at how
and
the
the way
links are hitting here on the top one anyway.
Yeah, and the way that that pinion angle is doesn't look like a
You
free
could have also
rotation.
you could also just put longer upper links on and get some of the same effect without doing a riser.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
So that's the
probably
other
the way I
option.
would. That's the way I probably would have went after
Yeah,
it.
instead of rising it, I would put longer uppers on. Yep. Which is what I was thinking that maybe Enjoy would have done, but they didn't. But it's like one of those things like, I'm not going to show people these because they shouldn't be putting them on. But that's how I felt about my parts in the first place anyway, right? What did I always say? The parts I'm selling are the parts I actually use. So,
I thought you said these parts suck. No, just kidding.
you know, I sold parts that I actually used.
I'm just kidding.
And I would still use if we weren't into such a crazy steering angle war. I still miss the full brass axles, honestly.
I still have them on mine.
And there's people that run them and do really well with them still, but they lose out on steering for sure.
Yeah.
I did not see the Texoma posted the other day. I'll have to check it out, Dirk. Anyway, I'm not saying don't buy stuff from these companies.
I think you are.
They're out there to sell you stuff. They're trying to make money. So they're just going to make whatever. They're just going to make everything, whether it works or not. And nothing goes through testing. Like there wasn't enough time to test anything really on most of this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. And then let's just drop it. So like I have those 1.3 wheel inserts coming for the pine trees, but I haven't posted them. I have people testing them. I want to get feedback, and I've made multiple changes already along the way for myself. But I could just post them and people would buy them. But I don't know. Not going to do it.
Yep. Well, I think we should wrap. It's been an hour and a half almost.
Oh, wow. All right.
I know.
I don't have anything else really.
What should we talk about next weekend or next week?
Favorite Christmas movies? We usually do something like that. Maybe not Christmas movies, maybe Christmas candies or something. We need to bring something Christmas themed in, like that are like childhoody, like make you go back. Like, I don't know, getting older, I like looking back and reminiscing on things I thought were cool as a kid. And that like the little nougat candies, the little white ones with the Christmas tree in them, and they got the little red stripes around everywhere. Like peppermint nougat.
Or not sugar candy. What are they called?
It's like a peppermint nougat nugget.
They're like, yeah.
Anyway, my grandma always had them, and they were one of my favorite things ever.
Isn't it saltwater taffy or whatever that's called?
No, it wasn't taffy. I'll have to find the name of it. I think it's a
stocking stuffers.
I love stockings. Yeah, Christmas nougats. Peppermint Christmas nougats. All right, here it is. I'm just going to show it because we're here. These were one of my favorite things as a kid.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely loved them. That is
Nice.
very expensive.
Yeah.
Don't spend that. You can get them in like the Christmas aisle at Kroger for way cheaper.
They're all handmade now.
Brock's little new 22 two of them for $25 on eBay. Do they not make them anymore or something?
They're probably all handmade.
Meyer $3.99. Why are people getting $25 for them? Anyway, they'll be out soon. Get me some for Christmas. Put them in my stocking.
I like the idea of stocking stuffers.
I do.
Maybe we'll do that. Let's do stocking stuffers and Christmas movies.
Yep. Speaking of being like a kid again, I'm going to drop it. I ordered the Antic last night.
The who?
The Antic bike before I went to bed.
Really? That's awesome.
It was about to hit the end of their sales. Yeah. The early bird sale price.
Like, I just gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Like, and luckily they're 3 hours behind us in California. So I was texting you at what, 2? Something like that. My time? Yeah. So I was probably just dropping it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Little pit bike, mini bike as a kid was the coolest thing ever.
So funny you say that about bringing up nostalgia things. I don't know how this came up in the lunchroom, but something about like taking high school or like in the gym taking showers, right? And I was like, bro, you guys don't even know. In my day, you know what kind of shower we had in junior high and high school?
Open.
We had the pole that went up, and it had 5
heads. Yep, around.
Going around.
Metal
no
pole.
Dividers. You just took a shower facing each other.
Now people wouldn't even dream of that.
I know. And this was junior high, even like, yeah. So I was like, you want to go? You really want to get scared? Let me tell you about something.
Yeah. You want to have nightmares, kids? Think about this. You would not do this now. It would be illegal to do this now.
Probably.
Yeah. So that's why I'm selling so much. If you notice on my Facebook page, all of our bikes went for sale.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'm willing to sell bass guitar as well to put toward it. I've got a really nice, I have like a 1999 electric guitar that's like they were made in Michigan. They're kind of like a Dan Electro, kind of like this vintagey 60s made out of plastic. But it's like sought after. Like the neck on it is one of the best feeling guitar necks ever. And it's called the East Point. That's where it's made, which is where my wife is from. The guitars were actually made like 4 blocks from my wife's house, which is why I had to have one.
Yeah.
So I'm almost willing to sell that. It is a Reverend Rocco East Point edition. It's got the East Point USA neck on it. Before they started outsourcing everything to Korea or Indonesia or wherever they're made now. Yeah, they were made in just outside of Detroit. Billy Corgan liked them back in the day, Smashing Pumpkins. So yeah.
RC Jeep guy. Was your school a converted prison or what?
No, dude, that was normal. I remember being at my dad's because he's a basketball coach, and we walk in because his office, his basketball office was in
that's the
thing.
The office is facing the tower.
Yeah.
I know.
Had perverts in there, whatever. But
that's how our office was. The office would face the shot, like face the benches,
the
and
coach's
then the showers
office, right?
The benches. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd go into like after the game or whatever, see him and be like, oh my gosh, like little kids were like, oh my gosh, a bunch of naked penises. That might get us blocked from advertising.
That's funny.
But yeah.
So there's that.
Well, let's wrap this up. Thanks for bringing up your showering experiences in gym class, Pablo, in prison.
You know.
Nuts. Oh, that's better. We're off. Bye. See you guys. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna even try and correct that statement.